Neuroscience proves it only takes 21 days to rewire your brain, and over the next 7, you'll start becoming your future self. This isn't motivation, this is the science of identity. And today we start retraining your mind and body to believe in the future version of you. Welcome to day 1 of the 7-day Identity Shift Challenge. Hey, I'm Ken and I help people wake up to purpose. Hey, in this video we're going to go over some scientifically proven ways of change through Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Maxwell Maltz, and through something I call the Appel Coaching Method. You're going to be taking yourself down a road to change whatever you want to change and to become the future best version of you. After this initial video, we'll have 6 a.m. videos for 6 days straight, lining you up with the day's priorities so you can lock in the change you want. It all starts right here with awareness, science, and belief that real change is possible. All right, if you're with me so far, we're going to go into the science of change and neuroplasticity. Science shows us that you're not stuck with who you've been. Your brain is constantly changing, what Dr. Joe Dispenza calls neuroplasticity, the ability to rewire and create new neural pathways. Every time you think a new thought or take a new action, you are rewiring your brain and creating new neural pathways. When you repeat new thoughts and actions for 21 days, you begin to lock in the new pathway and the new change. That's the foundation of this challenge, rewiring who you are one day at a time. Dr. Joe Dispenza says your personality creates your personal reality. If your personality is made up of how you think, act, and feel, then changing any one of these things will change your life. When you start feeling your future before it has already happened, your body begins to believe it's true. That's how you bridge the gap between your current self and your 2.0 self. This week, you'll be teaching your mind and body to believe in a new identity before the external results show up. Decades before modern neuroscience, Dr. Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon turned psychologist, discovered that people didn't change when their appearance changed. They changed when their identity changed, their self-image. Maltz says the brain has a servo mechanism, meaning that it guides you toward the image you already have in your brain. If that internal image says, "I'm not good enough," it will guide you to make sure that that is reality. But when you update that picture, when you see yourself as capable, worthy, and purposeful, your mind begins to go toward that image you have of yourself. Your mind and body begins to align with this new identity automatically. That's the power of the 7-day challenge. If this is already speaking to you, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss the next 6 days of this challenge. Each morning at 6 a.m., I'll drop a 60-second video to help activate each part of the Appel Method. You're part of this change process. Your new self is counting on you. Now we're going to go on to the Appel Method. And now on to the Appel Method, my method for transformational change. A is for awareness and assess where you're at. Awareness is the first light of transformation. Before we can create the 2-point version of you, we have to accurately assess where you are at in key categories of your life. That's why tomorrow we'll do the Wheel of Life assessment, where you get to assess 8 categories of your life and get an accurate shot of where you're at before you design where you want to go. You'll look at your career, health, finances, relationships, just to name a few. And growth and personal development, of course. This isn't about judgment, it's about clarity. Dr. Joe Dispenza reminds us you can't create a new future while living in the emotions of the past. Becoming aware of your current patterns and emotional states helps you step out of autopilot. When you can finally see where you're at, you unlock the freedom to choose where you're going. The next step in the Appel Method is P, pursue a passionate purpose. Once you've assessed where you're at, it's time to remember what lights you up. Most of us bury our dreams under responsibility and fear, but purpose is your emotional fuel. On day 3, we're going to explore dreams, desires, and goals, the ones that make you feel alive. Ask yourself, if I couldn't fail, what would I pursue? Neuroscience shows that emotion plus vision equals motivation. Dr. Joe Dispenza calls this elevated emotion. It's the secret ingredient that turns a mental image into a biochemical signal. When passion meets purpose, your brain releases dopamine and norepinephrine, the chemistry of focus and drive. Pursue what excites you. It's not random, it's guidance. And now on to P, patterns and programs. Every human runs on patterns and programs. The repetitive thoughts, emotional loops, and habits that shape 95% of our behavior. On day 4, we'll uncover the stories that have been steering your life. The I'm not ready, I don't have time, or I'm too old. Those aren't facts, they're code. Dr. Maxwell Maltz discovered that the subconscious mind is like a goal-seeking mechanism. Feed it the wrong coordinates, it will faithfully take you back to your old identity. But update the coordinates through new patterns, beliefs, and rituals, it will guide you to your 2.0 self automatically. This is where old programming ends and conscious creation begins. Next step, E, is for embody and envision. Day 5 is about embodiment, becoming the energy of your future self before it arrives. Visualization alone isn't enough. You have to feel it. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that when thought and emotion align, you enter coherence. Your heart and brain vibrate in harmony. This isn't theory, it's measurable science. Take a deep breath. Imagine your 2.0 self walking into the room. How do they move? How do they speak? Decide, breathe. Now step into that version. Your body becomes a living rehearsal for your future. That's how your brain learns that this new reality is now. The next step is L, lock in your legacy. The final step is about integration, taking what you felt and turning it into consistent, aligned action. Day 6 is where we lock it in. The daily rituals, morning routines, and micro decisions that support your new purpose and patterns. Every small win tells your subconscious, woohoo, this is who I am now. You'll choose 3 specific actions to practice over the next 21 days because that's how long it takes to permanently rewire your neural pathways. Your legacy isn't who you leave behind, it's who you become while you're still here. And when you live as your 2.0 self long enough, the world around you has no choice but to catch up. When we get to day 7, we'll reflect on the journey and we're going to celebrate some big wins. We'll also focus on 3 things to keep track of over the next 3 weeks to make sure these changes stay and your new 2.0 self is the new you. So day 7 is about turning a week into a lifestyle. This process might stretch you, it might even scare you, and that's okay. It means you're entering new territory. So track your progress, keep a journal, write in the comments what you're struggling with, and write what you're successful with. We want to celebrate it all, and I will respond to each and every comment. Remember, I'll be here 6 a.m. every morning, guiding you to the next step. What does your 2.0 self look like? Drop it in the comments. How can I support you during this journey? Put that in the comments. Welcome to the life of your dreams and the purpose that's been waiting inside of you all along. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2.